Here, prepare to have your mind blown. These 10 unbelievable facts will change the way you see the world. Some are bizarre, some are terrifying, and some are just downright crazy. Stick around because number 1 will leave you speechless. You won't want to miss it. And stick around until the end for number 1. Fact number 10. There's a hidden ocean inside the Earth. Scientists have discovered a massive ocean hidden beneath the Earth's surface. So big that it contains more water than all the world's oceans combined. This underground reservoir, trapped inside a blue rock called ringwoodite, sits nearly 700 kilometers below us. Researchers estimated its size by analyzing seismic waves generated by earthquakes passing through the planet's mantle. They found that these waves moved differently when they hit the ringwoodite, suggesting the presence of water. But how did all that water get down there? Scientists think it came from ancient oceans that were sucked up during continental collisions and buried deep within the Earth. They also believe that this discovery could help us understand the origins of water on our planet. But that raises a bigger question. What else is down there? Fact 9. You can fit all of humanity. Inside a sugar cube, we might think humans take up a lot of space, but on an atomic level, we are almost nothing. If you removed all the empty space inside every atom in the human body, the entire world's population, 8 billion people, could fit inside a sugar cube. That's because atoms are 99.99999% empty space. In fact, if all the matter in your body was compressed to the density of a neutron star, you could fit it all inside a cube less than 2 centimeters wide. So what does this tell us? Well, next time you feel like you're taking up a lot of space in the world, remember, you're mostly just empty space. Fact number 8. There's a mysterious radio signal from space that repeats every 16 days. In 2020, astronomers discovered a repeating radio signal coming from a galaxy 500 million light-years away. Unlike other signals, this one follows a perfect pattern. It pulses every 16 days like a heartbeat. The source of the signal remains unknown, but scientists are investigating several theories. One possibility is that it comes from a highly magnetized neutron star known as a magnetar. Another is that it could be a type of pulsating white dwarf star. But researchers haven't ruled out the possibility that the signal may be artificial in origin, meaning it could be a deliberate transmission from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. In fact, scientists believe that fast radio bursts are the universe's version of a phone call. They're trying to decipher the language to figure out what aliens are saying. Fact number 7. Your brain can predict the future. Ever had a gut feeling something was about to happen, and then it did? Turns out your brain has a sixth sense that can predict the future. Studies show that your subconscious mind can pick up on subtle cues in your environment and anticipate what's about to happen. For example, research published in the journal Scientific American showed that participants could identify potential threats like human faces popping out from behind a screen 10 seconds before they consciously perceived the threat. This ability is known as presentiment, and it could be a sign of an evolutionary advantage. After all, being able to react quickly to danger could have helped our ancestors survive and pass on their genes. So next time you have a gut feeling about something, trust your instincts. Fact number 6. Time travel already exists, but only in one direction. As mind-boggling as it sounds, time travel is real. It just only works in one direction. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time is relative, and it can pass at different speeds for observers who are moving relative to each other. The faster you move, the slower time passes for you. This phenomenon is known as time dilation, and it has been proven by experiments with satellites and particle accelerators. For example, a clock on a satellite orbiting Earth will tick slightly slower than a clock on the ground. While that might not seem like much, over the course of a year, the difference can be as much as 70 millionths of a second. Time dilation is just one aspect of Einstein's theory of special relativity, which revolutionized our understanding of space and time. Other aspects include the equivalence of mass and energy and the constant speed of light. But what does this mean for time travel? Well, if you were to travel near the speed of light, you would experience time more slowly than someone who remained on Earth. In theory, this means you could travel to the future without aging as much as the people you left behind. However, traveling at such speeds would require a tremendous amount of energy, and current technology is far from achieving that. Still, it's a fascinating concept that has captured the imagination of science fiction writers for decades. So while time travel to the future may not be possible yet, it's certainly an exciting prospect for the future. Fact number 5. There's a planet where it rains metal. Planets are fascinating and diverse, ranging in size, color, and atmosphere. But did you know that there is a planet where it rains metal? WASP-76b is a gas giant located in the constellation of Auriga. It is about 1,150 light-years away from Earth and is roughly the size of Jupiter. However, unlike Jupiter, WASP-76b has a very strange atmosphere. It is incredibly hot, with temperatures reaching up to 2,400 degrees Celsius. The extreme heat creates conditions that are perfect for the formation of metals, such as iron and nickel. These metals form clouds in the planet's atmosphere, which eventually rain down onto the planet's surface. Imagine standing on this planet watching molten iron fall from the sky. It would be a truly terrifying sight. But this is reality on WASP-76b. While this may sound like a scene from a science fiction movie, it is actually a real phenomenon that has been observed by scientists. In 2019, researchers from the University of Göttingen in Germany used data from the Hubble Space Telescope to study the planet's atmosphere. Their analysis revealed the presence of iron and nickel in the planet's clouds. They also estimated that the temperature on the planet's surface could reach as high as 2,400 degrees Celsius. So if you ever find yourself on a hot planet with a metal-rich atmosphere, make sure to bring an umbrella. Fact number 4. There's a mushroom that can control your mind. Fungi are fascinating organisms that play an essential role in our ecosystem. But did you know that there is a mushroom that can control your mind? Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, also known as the zombie fungus, is a parasitic fungus that infects ants and other insects. Once infected, the fungus takes over the insect's nervous system and compels it to act natural. This allows the fungus to spread to other ants in the colony undetected. When the infected ant is ready to spread the fungus, it climbs to the top of a leaf or twig and gives the north side of the leaf a bite, locking its jaw in a death grip. From here, the fungus begins to grow out of the back of the dead insect's head, turning it into what is known as a fruiting body. The fruiting body releases spores that infect other ants, starting the process all over again. This process of infection and control is truly terrifying and has led to the nickname zombie fungus. But it's just one example of the many ways that fungi can impact the world around them. In fact, there are thousands of different species of Ophiocordyceps fungi, each with their own unique way of infecting and controlling their insect hosts. So if you ever see a strange mushroom growing in the forest, be careful. It might just be trying to control your mind. Fact number 3. You can hear silence in a deadly room. Sound is all around us, from the birds tweeting outside our window to the hum of our refrigerator. But what would it sound like if you were in a completely silent room? It might surprise you to learn that complete silence is actually impossible, and even the quietest room is filled with a variety of sounds. In fact, there is a room at Orfield Laboratories in Minnesota that is designed to absorb 99.99% of all sound. This room is known as the anechoic chamber, and it is one of the quietest places in the world. To enter the room, visitors must wear special headphones that play white noise to block out any remaining sound. Once inside, they are greeted by a deafening silence. The silence is so profound that many people begin to hear strange noises, such as their own heartbeat, the sound of their own breathing, and even the crackling of their own skin. Some people even report hearing voices or other auditory hallucinations. The silence is so intense that it can drive a person insane. No one has been able to stay in the room for more than 45 minutes without experiencing some kind of psychological breakdown. So if you're ever in Minnesota, be sure to visit the Orfield Laboratories and experience the silence for yourself. Just be sure to bring some earplugs. Fact number 2. The universe might be a hologram. The universe is vast and mysterious, containing billions of galaxies, stars, and planets. But what if it's all just an illusion? Holograms are a fascinating technology that allows us to view three-dimensional images that are projected onto a surface. But did you know that some scientists believe that the universe itself might be a hologram? The holographic principle is a controversial theory that suggests that all the information in a region of space can be encoded on a lower dimensional boundary, such as a black hole horizon. According to this theory, the universe we experience is just a projection of this underlying holographic data. This might sound like a crazy idea, but it's actually been supported by some surprising evidence. For example, studies have shown that the surface area of black holes increases proportionally to the amount of information they contain. This suggests that black holes are essentially a type of storage device that can store vast amounts of information. If that's true, then it's possible that the universe itself is a giant storage device that stores all the information about reality. This means that everything we see, touch, and feel might just be a projection of this underlying data. The idea that the universe is a hologram has far-reaching implications for our understanding of reality. If it's true, then it means that the universe is fundamentally different from what we perceive. It would also suggest that there are limits to what we can know and understand about the universe. Fact number 1. You're more likely to die on your birthday. Our birthdays are a time to celebrate another year of life and reflect on all the experiences and memories we've made. But did you know that it's actually a dangerous time? Statistically, you are 14% more likely to die on your birthday than any other day. This phenomenon has been observed over the years and has been linked to a number of factors. One theory is that people are more likely to engage in risky behavior on their birthday, such as drinking alcohol or driving fast. Another theory is that the stress of having a birthday can cause some people to have a heart attack or stroke. Whatever the reason, the fact remains that birthdays are a dangerous time. A study published in the British Medical Journal analyzed data on more than 50,000 people in Denmark and found that those whose birthdays occurred in winter were more likely to die on their special day. The risk was particularly high for men, with the odds of dying on their birthday being 50% higher than on any other day. So if you're worried about your birthday, you might want to take some extra precautions. Maybe skip the risky behavior and